Hello, this is Dave Nguyen, CEO of Brain Scanology, and in this video I'm going to explain to you what is the Shape Genie number writing analysis, otherwise known as SGNW. It is a way to detect early signs of Parkinson's disease from the comfort of your own home. So we will send you a worksheet, as can be seen on the left, and all you have to do is write in the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 12 in each of their respective boxes. Then you upload an image of this paper onto our app, and we will send you a report. Parkinson's disease affects a person's handwriting. Characteristics of Parkinson's is increasing tremor, which is shakiness, and increasing micrographia, which is writing that is small and bunched together. On the left, you see an example of a person's handwriting getting smaller and bunched together over time. And on the right, you see an example of a Parkinson's patient's printing of letters and numbers. In fact, this is a typeface font known as Shake, which was designed based on an actual Parkinson's patient's handwriting. In this video, we will examine a hypothetical progression of worsening Parkinson's disease, going from normal on the left to minor to moderate to severe tremoring and micrographia. Now, this progression, going from left to right, can occur across a period of months or years, depending on the patient. And I want to say that our analysis also works going backwards, that is, tracking improvement in handwriting due to medication or diet and exercise strategies. So our tool for measuring signs of Parkinson's can also help you objectively measure if you are improving. But first, I want to point out that SGNW cannot and does not diagnose Parkinson's disease. This is very important because multiple unrelated medical conditions can cause a person to write numbers that have signs of tremor and small shape. However, these conditions are not Parkinson's. For example, they can be essential tremor, hand injury, nerve damage, or even severe dehydration that causes cognitive confusion. It is important to consult a licensed professional before making any conclusions about Parkinson's disease. Let's first talk a bit about something called Peer Shape. So our app is based on a software that we invented called Shape Genie, and this software can measure shape apart from size, which has been impossible until now. Looking at the two number 8s, the one in green and the one in orange are clearly different sizes in addition to being slightly different in shape. What Shape Genie can do is to resize both such that they are the same height. So if we measured these two 8s at scale, the green and the orange, what we are comparing is size and shape at the same time. However, with Shape Genie, after we resize it, we compare only shape. And this has been impossible in the past based on measurements of area, volume, perimeter, etc. And this is what makes Shape Genie unique. Now let's take a look at a few numbers in our hypothetical series of Parkinson's disease. Here is the number 9, and as you can see, this number 9 gets smaller and exhibits tremor as the person progresses towards severity. And though the second 9 is much larger than the first 9, you see here in this index called NW1, the magnitude of this index actually drops for the second 9, even though if you look at it, it's larger. And this is because Shape Genie measures peer shape and not shape at scale. And for both these indices, NW1 and NW2, we see that eventually as the patient enters the moderate and severe stages, the value of this index increases above the normal case. Examining the number 3, we can see that as the person progresses, the number 3 gets smaller and there are signs of tremor at the base of the 3. And in both of our indices, we see that the magnitude of these two indices increase as the person worsens. Again, notice that the second 3 is taller and a bit wider than the first 3, but yet if you look at their peer shape, there's very little difference. Looking at the number 8, we see a gradual increase in this index, especially in the severe stage, where it's obvious that the person is unable to draw smooth loops anymore. When we get to double-digit numbers, such as 10, 11, and 12, we find something interesting. That as the severity of the Parkinson's increases, index 1 and index 2 actually decrease in their magnitude. So in the case of micrographia, which is decreased size and increased bunching of handwritten objects, these two indices show a decrease. Similarly, looking at number 10, we see that as the person progresses into a worsening state, the values of these two indices drop. For each handwriting worksheet that you upload, you will receive a PDF of a score report that looks like this. Page 1 includes guidelines on interpreting the results. Page 2 shows the image you uploaded and your handwritten numbers that were extracted. And we always compare your handwriting to two references that are from a computer. The first reference is just block print, and the second reference is an italicized print. And we do this so that you have a more meaningful understanding of how your handwriting matches with a computer's. Page 3 and 4 are indices NW1 and NW2 for each of the 12 numbers. Notice that each graph has 3 bars. The first 2 bars represent the computer's writing, and the third bar represents your writing. But for early detection, the value of the number writing test doesn't come from any one particular time point, but actually comes from multiple time points. The number writing test is best if used over time. You can request a report that graphs all of your scores over time so that for each number you can see any trends. Are your values increasing or decreasing over time in a way that suggests increasing tremor and increasing micrographia? If so, then this is an indication that you should follow up with a licensed professional. In this example, the time frame is just 7 months, but it doesn't have to be monthly. If you are in a low risk category, then you can do it once a quarter or once every 6 months. But if you suddenly find that you are in a high risk category or want to be more vigilant, then you can do it monthly. Whatever the case, it's best if you have multiple distinct time points that you can compare, because that's the best way to use this early detection tool. Not as a one-time thing, but as multiple tests over time compared to each other. SGNW is a feature that is available in CDT Open Max. So CDT Open is our free app which allows you to detect early signs of dementia using the clock draw test. But after downloading this app, you can request an upgrade, and for an annual subscription fee, you can unlock many features such as the Shape Genie number writing test. Furthermore, Open Max allows you to request all your scores graphed over time so you can easily see any trends in your data. And we are happy to say that we are working on a future feature called the Shape Genie handwriting analysis, which acronym is SGHA, and which we like to pronounce as SUGA, as in the SUGA test. And this worksheet allows you to write words and letters so that we can measure your handwriting in the form of words and short sentences. Thank you for your attention. CDT Open is available to download on both the App Store and the Google Play Store. Information and tutorials can be found at our website. You can scan this QR code, which will open a link to the same website. And there you can watch tutorial videos on how to use the app and download necessary worksheets, such as the number writing template discussed in this video. We can be reached through email via clock@brainscanology.com.